Welcome to Crazy Gamer Models. I'm the Crazy Gamer and I do models. Today we're going to take a look at this kit right here from Eduard. Let's get started. Okay folks, here we go. As I stated at the beginning, we're going to take a look at this kit. If you watched my update video from this week, you know that I got this kit on loan so we could take a look at it. It is a newer kit from Eduard. It is the P-51D-5 Mustang. It is, like I said, Eduard's kit. It is kit number 82101. Show you that right there. And we can see the 6 different schemes you can choose from to build this as. I'm not super familiar with the P-51 Mustang. I did want to add one to the collection for the diorama with the Spitfire and the ME-BF-109 or ME-109 and the ME-110 in the Tempest and the Spitfire, so throw an American Mustang in there and we have all the ground-based aircraft covered basically. So we don't have the Falcon Wolf 190, but we don't need that many German planes really. Maybe we want the British. So this kit, it's a small kit. It's 1/48 scale. So let's take a look. I've already took the lid off the box because it is a tight-fitting lid. So I'm going to remove the box and I'm going to show you the contents inside. Here's what it looks like. There's a lot of glare on the bags. So there's the clear sprues, there's 1 sprue, and then there's 4 sprues there, some photo etch, and the book and the decals. So I'm going to move this to the side, and we're going to take a look at this stuff here. Let's take a look at the book here. Let's see if we can get all this in frame here. Like I said, we got our P-51 Mustang D plastic scale model. There again is your kit number 82101. It gives us a little intro, talks about it being an innovative fighter. It talks about the Merlin magic when it got the Merlin engine put in it. And, you know, talks about the kit. This D5 was the first production batch. 100 unassembled Mustangs were shipped for Australia. You know, things like this. So a lot of good information. We end up keeping this kit or building this kit. We will go over all this information. But I noticed that it's all in English. Normally it's in half English, half Czech. So you actually get more and it's not in the 2 languages. So that's, I don't know if that's new for Eduard. But let us take a look here and you'll see right here in this sprue map here, you're already not using a lot of this blue areas, which you're not using, which makes me think that there's a lot of variants of this out there that they're going to release. Maybe they're going to release an earlier model or the bubble canopy, things like that. So I'm interested in seeing what all gets released in the P-51 Mustang line. I won't be getting any of those. I don't even know if I'm going to be keeping this kit. They said it's on loan to me and I might, you know, we'll see what it looks like inside if it'll fit my project needs. So here we go. We start on this step here. So I'm going to switch to this system so you can see the whole instructions. So we start with the cockpit. It looks like it has a water or fuel tank. Looks like it has batteries and all that stuff behind the cockpit that you get to see. So that's interesting. You start with the PE right away. That's standard with these Eduard kits. You get into PE at step 1. PE at step 1. And then you're putting your fuselage together and then your wing roots, and then you're adding the wings. Tell you not to glue things. Do not glue certain things. Well, a lot of bracing in the wings up here. So, a lot of cannons on there. So, oh, interesting, you're not building the cockpit until later on in the book. You're doing your rear control surfaces. You're attaching your wings there. And then now you're going to work on your control your control panel, cockpit here, instrument panel. So you got a PE version, and then you have the optional decal version. So, and you get the two different. You get the plate that has nothing on it for the PE, or you get the one with all the raised surfaces for the decals. I like to do both and see which one turns out better. So that you're installing that. Installing this back portion here. And you're going to do some wheel work, some under exhaust work there. And you're going to start your landing gear. And then you're going to put your mask on. You're going to need a little bit of liquid mask of your choice. Everybody has their own brand of that. And then you're going to finish up the different wheel wells and your flaps, and then the propeller. So you got your different markings for your exhaust here. I'm hoping they come out with a resin engine upgrade kit for this, because that would be pretty awesome. And then you have your drop fuel tanks here, or drop tanks or bombs, I'm not sure. So we take a look here. We have this one was United Kingdom in August 44. Colonel Thomas Hayes, 364th FS 357 FG 4th Air Force out of the United Kingdom. Okay, so he was an American pilot that flew out of the United Kingdom. So, and here we have another American pilot flying out of the United Kingdom, East Wortham, and this is from 44. This one has invasion stripes on it. So, this one has September 44, the remnants of some stripes on it. This one has a female on it here. She's unclothed. You want that kind of thing on your aircraft, go for it. Then we have Devastating Dolly and Lady Jane on this one here, the two different sides. So, by John Simmons Jr. out of Italy in 1944. And then we have, this one's pretty cool, 1944 June, Creeps Almighty III. Major George Petery Jr. out of the United Kingdom. So all these basically flew out of the United Kingdom, but this one flew out of Italy. And then we have one last one out of the United Kingdom, and flown by the same guy as the E version. It just looks like it's a different paint job. So July and June. Yeah, so this one has the invasion stripes on it. This one has them on it, but it's just a little bit different paint job. Looks like it has shot down marks on it. How many planes? Yeah, so he shot down this many by this time, but by July he shot down many more. Wow, that's pretty cool. So, and then you have aluminum lacquered paint areas, and then you have all the fancy stenciling. So it looks like a lot of stenciling on this. So, Footicals, I don't know what that is. So, this is your Eduard book. It looks pretty comprehensive. It looks like it's pretty easy to follow. It's going to have a lot of PE, things like that. Let's take a look at the plastic. Let's take a look at these clear parts here. Some have been knocked off the sprue. So, let's take a look here at what we have here. It's not going to show up, is it? See how clear that is? There's the sight section. Look pretty clear. Show them on this. Read through that. Yeah, see, you can see through that pretty well. So, and then here is the rest of the clear sprue. So you can see all the little pieces. A lot of this isn't getting used. I may actually clip this off. A little bit of fogginess on this front windscreen here as I drop it. As you can see there, where is it at? A little bit of fogginess on that front windscreen, but not too bad. So, a little bit of fogginess on that. I think it would be fine. So that is the clear plastic. And then we have the wings. Let's take a look at these here. Let's back out so we can look at the whole sprue in one go. There we go. And the detail is super fine. See all the little rivet markings. Beautiful. They do beautiful molding. Beautiful panel lines on all this. The detail on the ailerons. It's fantastic. These guys do great kits. Great mark, great detail. They always look good. So I expect nothing less from Eduard. Sometimes they have some fit issues, but lately their kits have been pretty nice. I build a little aircraft off camera. I always seem to have a little difficulty building them on camera. I'm hoping to do them soon as part of live streams so you guys can witness the comedy. Okay, so let's look at these 4 sprues in here. So we have our fuselage halves. See the detail on those. Switch it back to all overhead here. And then you have the rear rudder there. Nice detail on that. And then we have a lot of the wing root pieces, your exhaust, all slide molded with a little bit of divot holes. Just have to drill them out a little bit more, I believe. So, let's take a look at the whole sprue. Check out all these little pieces. Wheels, 2-part wheels with texture. So, nice little parts on these. It's your F sprue. And then here is your... actually, these don't really... I once said F. That's your K sprue. This has got your 2 instrument panels on it. Right here, one for the decals, a couple different ones, decals, and then your flat ones for your PE. Cockpit floor, your 2 different propellers. You're going to use 3 different propellers, so you're going to pick the one for your aircraft. I believe 2 are marked out in the kit. Looks like a nice sidewall there. So, and then we have the drop tanks, bombs. So, and it looks like it even comes with rockets. I don't believe this model had rockets, but it's nice that you have. Comes in the kit, so you use them on another 48 scale. So, there you go. That is that. Now, let me line these back up. Try to get them back in the bag. In case I do choose to give this kit back and not keep it. Alright. Now let's take a look at the last couple things in the box here. And let's see what we got. We have the photo etch. You can see all that in there. Bunch of teeny little pieces, levers, and all that good stuff. Nice instrument panel, colors, seat belts, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'd like to see an engine kit come out for this, so you can have that left open. Mask, not really much to show on the mask. And then the decals, all your different options and your stencils. So, Lady Jane the 8th, Crips the Almighty, Devastating Dolly, Heat Wave, Louisiana, Fresnay. So, nice placards over here. You have all your kill markings down here. They're hard to see. Your crosses taken out enemy aircraft. Major George. So nice little details on there. So I hope you enjoyed the review of the look at this kit. It's not a build review. Could possibly be a build review later down the road, but like I said, it's a newer kit. Thought you guys might want to see what's inside. They're going to come out with different models of this, I'm sure. Just the way the sprues are laid out, there's going to be different versions of different models. They might even have a Series 1, Series 2, and then do a Royal Class set where you get 2 of these in one kit. So that's going to do it for this video. Here's the links to check out the links. You can also visit me on Patreon. The link is in the description below, and help me afford this kit if you guys want to see it built on here as a build review. So that's going to do it for this video. For Crazy Gamer Models, I'm the Crazy Gamer. You guys have a fantastic day.